what's going on? Tennessee here. Had a couple of people ask me all the time, well, not just a couple, a lot of people ask me all the time, should I go company or should I go lease? Well, I always tell my student, figure it out. First do company for 6 months to a year, then go lease. Because I always tell them, if you look at it this way, you're learning the lanes, you're learning how to run that truck, and then also on top of it, as a company driver, we don't have to pay for our fuel, we don't have to pay for any of our breakdowns on our truck, we don't have to worry about paying for tires if a tire blows out. A lot of those extra expenses that you don't have to worry about as a company driver. Also on top of it, as a company driver, you get offered insurance, health, dental, vision, long-term, short-term disability, and also life insurance. So you do have to pay for that as a company driver, but you don't have to pay for a lot of it. I mean, it's not, but very little bit coming out of your paycheck. Now, as a lease driver, if you decide to go lease after that 6 months to a year, then you got that truck payment coming out. You got any repairs that need to be done on that are not warranted. Then you got your tire fund and any tires you need to be putting on your truck. Pretty much down to the small little things. Anything that you have to do for that truck, you're paying for that as a lease operator. So also as a lease driver, you have to worry about your own insurance. You have to go to a different company, get insurance that direction, any dental, anything you want to cover yourself, you have to do that your own. The company don't do that. Prime does not offer you that I know of. They might offer it, but it's going to be more expensive. But benefits of being a company driver is the fact that you get to still take home time. If your company rule is if you're out for 7 days, you get 1 day home. So if you're out for 4 weeks, you get 4 days home. As a lease driver, yeah, you can take as much time as you want, but at the end of the day, that lease payment still needs to be paid. So that's why I say benefits of being a company driver versus a lease driver. Also, company driver, you have to put your truck in the shop. You might get shop pay for that. A lease driver getting their truck in the shop, you might not be getting paid for that. Unless it's a warranty issue. But as a lease operator, you still have to pay for that, and you're still not making any money because you're not making runs. You're not running. Now, well, how much do I get I get paid? Well, as long as that truck is running, moving down the road, you're getting paid. Who makes more? Well, I look at it this way, we make about the same. Lease might make a little bit more, but look what they're taking home. That truck might be eating up more of that money than they are. So they might be breaking even at the end. As a company driver, we're taking all of that home, other than what the government takes out. And then, so you just got to think of it that way. What can I make? How long can I run? Do I want to take home time? Company driver, you got to talk to your fleet manager if you want more than 4 days, because they might want you, okay, yeah, you can take much time as you want, but you need to bring that truck back, turn it in, and then when you finally get back, we'll give you a new truck. Because as a company driver, you still got to think of that truck has got to make revenue. It's got to be running to make its payment through the Success Leasing program. What? Success Leasing program. Yeah, lease drivers have to go through there too. Company drivers get their truck through Success Leasing. So it's still a company truck. It's still being made payments on it. Just you're the company as a company driver, don't have to worry about making those payments. Prime does. Well, Success Leasing does. Prime does, however they go through that. I'm not really for sure on all that good stuff. But other than that, when as a company driver, I've been 5 years as a company driver, and I love it. I'm able to make those extra payments at home with my house payment, my truck payment, my motorcycle payment, my car payment, my wife's motorcycle payment. So when I look at it that way, is go lease and go broke at home, or stay company and be able to pay those bills that I need to at home. And then also, as a lease driver, if you're driving down the road and you're taking time off and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're not making as much money, and you start seeing in the red because your lease payment's coming out but you're not making enough money to pay it, you can always turn that truck back in and become a company driver, and you might get that same truck back. So they do have a lease forgiveness program too. And as a company driver, later on the road, you feel like, oh, I want to try a lease. Then you ask your fleet manager, hey, I want to go lease. Can you get me back? And they're going to go, okay, let's get you back here. So there's many options. We just now got the lease purchase program back going. So hell, you can go into it, bring some cash down, and at the end you end up owning your truck. So yeah, there's several options, but the biggest thing is you just got to ask yourself, what is worth it? Do I want my own business, or do I want to be a company driver for a while, see how to run my truck, see if I'm going to be even good at it, and then go from there? So my question is, or my answer always to my students is, do 6 months to a year and then make that decision from there. Don't go right out the gate unless you're business savvy. Don't go out the gate and start into that, because it might not work for you. You might have smaller pockets than you think, and you're spending more money than that truck is going. So it just all depends on how you are. But biggest thing is you just got to look at the finances part. Can you make that money? Can you keep that truck moving without running home? Do you know those lanes that make good money? Some loads might take you into good areas because it's really crappy load getting there, but when you come back out of there, it's a high-paying load. But that high-paying load is what's going to probably take you back into a low-paying load to come back out to get back to those. So just learn the lanes. So other than that, make sure you like and subscribe. If you got any comments, make sure you comment down there in the description below. And other than that, like how I paused there, just my mind went boom. So anyhow, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and also go GoFundMe. Go to my GoFundMe. Whatever helps my channel. Let me get up there to 800 subscribers. Then 1,000 subscribers, and then get me monetized. Yeah, that's what I'm looking towards. And then other than that, we'll see you on the next one. Later.
Hey everybody, hit that like button, borrow my leg to smash that ding dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.